Hi everyone, it's Tatyana from Tatyana's Everyday Food, and welcome back to my breakfast and brunch mini series. For today, we're gonna be making a potato, mushroom, sausage, bell pepper skillet with eggs. And I really enjoy this dish. I love the union of all the flavors, all the textures. It's absolutely delicious and it's really simple to make. So let's get started. Today we're gonna get started by preparing our potatoes. So I'm using about 2 pounds of white and red skin baby potatoes. This recipe is easily made with sweet potatoes as well, and I actually really enjoy it with the sweet potatoes too. You can just exchange the 2 pounds for about 2 pounds of sweet potato, and it's gonna taste absolutely delicious as well. So I'm cutting my baby potatoes in half, and if you have larger ones, you can cut them into quarters, and you want them to be about 1 inch in size. I've transferred my potatoes into a large skillet, and for our next step, we need to season them. I'm gonna add a couple tablespoons of olive oil. I'm just gonna pour it over the top. Next, I'm gonna add a couple pinches of salt to season this. We're gonna add a little bit of ground black pepper. I also have some smoked paprika, and I absolutely love adding smoked paprika to just about everything. I love that flavor. We're gonna use some garlic powder. I'm also gonna add a little bit of fresh thyme and fresh rosemary that I've chopped. I'm just gonna sprinkle it over the top. I'm gonna take a spatula and just give this a quick stir to coat everything evenly. And we're gonna take this over to the stovetop. So I'm gonna cover it with a lid, and we need to cook it over low heat for about 20 to 25 minutes until the potatoes are super tender. For today's recipe, I'm gonna be using some Italian style chicken sausage, but you can really use any type of sausage that you have on hand. Beef, pork, turkey, chicken, it really doesn't matter as long as you enjoy that flavor. I'm just gonna slice these into about 1/4 or 1/3 inch slices. I'm going to chop half of a large onion into large chunks. So I'm gonna just split it in half like this. Section it. For this recipe, I'm gonna use 1 large bell pepper. I'm just gonna cut it away from the core here. I'm using small white mushrooms. You can use any type of mushrooms you have on hand. I'm just gonna cut these into smaller pieces. I'm gonna cut them into quarters. Make sure you stir your potatoes a few times during the cooking process, and I absolutely love how these smell. They smell so amazing. And now we're gonna get started on frying our bell peppers, our sausage, and our mushrooms. My pan is hot now, and I'm gonna add my sausage. And we're gonna saute our sausage for about 5 to 6 minutes until it's nicely browned. Now that my sausage is browned a little bit, I'm gonna add my red bell peppers, my onion, and we're also gonna add our mushrooms. Next, I'm gonna add a few dashes of Worcestershire sauce, and it's gonna add a little bit of flavor to our dish. I'm also gonna pour about a tablespoon of pure maple syrup over the top. It's gonna add a little bit of sweetness to our dish. Season it with a little bit of ground black pepper. And of course, add a few pinches of salt for seasoning. I'm gonna let this mixture cook over medium heat until the mushrooms, the red bell peppers, and the onions have cooked. My potatoes are all done, and to check if they're ready, just insert a knife or a fork into the center, and it should go in very easily. Your potatoes should be super tender, and you can see the caramelized color on the edges of the potatoes. These look really great. Now we're ready to add them into our other skillet. So my sausage and bell pepper mixture is all done, and you can see it's caramelized a little bit. I'm just gonna add the potatoes right on top. I'm gonna take my spatula and just stir everything together. You wanna combine everything. Today I'm gonna be adding 4 eggs to my skillet, and I've created small wells evenly spaced across the pan into which I can drop my eggs. So just clear out a little bit of space to drop your eggs into. I'm gonna add my eggs right into my vegetables, just like that. And after I add my eggs, I'm gonna cover my pan. I'm gonna keep it over low, medium heat until the eggs are set. My skillet is all done now and I absolutely love the aroma of the fresh thyme, the fresh rosemary, and of course, all the ingredients combined give out this amazing mouth-watering aroma. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe for part of my breakfast and brunch mini series, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll get updates every time I post new recipes.